Okay. Hello. I think it's doing a thing. Is it doing a thing? It looks like it. I'm just gonna Yeah, cool. Oof, my apartment looks a bit sparse. Hello. It's fine. Thank you for joining my zine launch stream. This is very very exciting. I'm very excited about this. Hello, Think Data Dan. That is a very good username. Um, yeah, hopefully looks like people can hear me. Yeah, you're welcome. Um, can hear me okay? That's good. There may be a little bit of a lag. So forgive me just because the internet at this place. Yeah, just so forgive me if I reply to your uh, lovely messages a little bit later. But so far so good. That's good. So yes, I'm Tegan, and I'm going to be launching a zine today, which is very exciting. I've got my zine shirt on. I've got my Ashley Running zine shirt, which I love very much. I've got my halfway print fest poster on the curtain behind me there. Oh, other way, other way. Oh, I'm backwards. Um, yes, I'm kind of kicking myself. I didn't get a official sticky Festival of the Photocopier. Happy Zine Fair Ive. Hello. Um, congrats on the wonderful event that you guys did. You and Alex did the hotline. It was so nice. It was so nice to have all of those people just kind of in my lounge room. People I hadn't, spoken to for a bit or seen, and then new people talking about zines was so good. Um, yeah, I highly recommend it. Uh, Checking that out. If you get a chance. But yes, happy Zine Fair, happy Festival of the Photocopier. Um, what a lovely weekend. What a lovely weekend it's been. Um, yeah, obviously it's a bit different. Usually, I was just thinking at 5:30 on Sunday at a normal Festival of the Photocopier, I'd be about ready to lie down and put myself in a dark room. Hey Jay, happy Festival of the Photocopier. Yes, would be ready to Mpimbi lie down and not talk to anyone because it is a very wonderful, really wonderful zine fair. If you haven't been to a zine fair before, um, is something about the energy in a zine, in an in-person zine fair is like, yeah, nothing I've ever really experienced before. And it's wonderful. It's so wonderful and energizing, but it also, at least in my case, makes me feel very tired afterwards. So it's been kind of nice to just kind of still be able to engage with people online, but I guess take breaks and kind of have things on in the background and yeah, just kind of different type of community, obviously not the same as seeing all of you in person, but yeah, still a really lovely weekend. So thank you, Sticky, for putting on all of these wonderful events, for the incredible gig um, that was on last night. What a time! Highly recommend you go back and check that out if you haven't seen it. It's on YouTube. It's very very good. You're trying to get people to the pub. Yes, yes. Just sit and have a jug and go through all of the wonderful zines that you bought. Um, but yeah, I guess yeah, I think we'll see. So how I'm going to be it's going to be like a bit of a game stream, a bit of a zine reading, kind of a smush of things together, which I think will be fun. It's a bit of an experiment, but what are zine fairs for if not for experimenting with things? So we'll see how it goes. for context, this is the zine that I will be launching today. I'm doing the mirror image thing, so that's a bit awkward. There we go. So it is a zine that I have made called I Like to Build Things and I Like to Tear Things Down, which is, yes, my Animal Crossing zine, so personal zine. Thank you, Dan. There's another page of it if you would like to see the insides. I have taken some photos and written some words because I'm not really a visual artist. um, yeah, it's just kind of a reflection on my experience with this game over the last 11 months now. 11 months to the almost to the day, 20th of March it came out, which I remember for a specific reason that I talk about in the zine. But yeah, I guess I just had a lot of stuff in here about this game, and I guess a bit of pandemic stuff, but a bit of it's been a good vehicle. Um, been a bit of a vehicle to reflecting on some other things that I've. Hello, Bo. Oh, oh, you had to make a Twitch again. Oh, thank you for doing that. I I didn't. I hope you can still watch it even if you don't have a Twitch account. I think it's embedded on the website, so hopefully people can watch it. But it's I'm glad that you made one so that you can enter the chat because it's so nice to see your name. And also your interview was lovely. Your hotline um, interview was really lovely. Hotline Alex. Oh, cool. Thank you for introducing yourself. Yes, yes, it's so good. Um, Hotline Alex, I love that. Uh, People can watch without an account. Good. That's good to know. Thank you, Jay. Um, Dictator Dan. Really? Oh, Thomas. That's so funny. I had no idea that was you. That's hilarious. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's extremely good. Thank you for introducing yourself now that I know that it's you. That brings me even more joy. So good. So, so good. Um, Great. All right. So yes, I think I've chatted. You've seen my face enough um, for this. But yeah, just sing out if you are having trouble hearing me with the game music and that kind of stuff. If I can easily turn it down a little bit if I need to. That's totally fine. I've done a bit of streaming, but not heaps. So if there's anything that I could make this experience better for you, um, please let me know. Cool. So I'm gonna open up my game and show you. Oh wait. Oh no, that's right. I was gonna. I forgot I was gonna do a quick. I made a Twitch account yesterday. Oh, cool. Ah, I just yeah, that's the best name. Hello, Glumdress. Thank you. That's good to know. But yes, this is what, for those of you who haven't um, kind of experienced or here not knowing what Sticky Institute or the Festival Photocopier is, this is it. Big zine fair, usually in person, um, now online. Lots of cool, wonderful stalls to peruse at your leisure, including mine, where you can buy this scene if you were, interested after the launch. Um, but yeah, so many cool zines, so many great things. I've bought so much stuff already, and I'm just so pleased. Cassie's a volunteer at Sticky. So good, so many things. But yes, fotp.online is where you can get the sweet, sweet zines. Um, yes, that is that. But now for what we've all been waiting for, let's have a look. Let's get rid of that. Is it game time? Is it game time? There we go. There we go. Oh no, I'm in the wrong spot. It's fine. It's fine. Hello, this is. I'm gonna pop myself over here at Punchy's house. Yeah. So, welcome to. Oh, Matthew. Hello, Matthew. Um, Island time. Yes. So this is. I also love gaming. Um, this is Punchy's house, and this is Helena. So welcome to Helena, which I will describe. I will tell you why it's called that if I haven't told you already a little bit later. But yes, this is my island of which my zine is based. So yes, this is Punchy's house, who is one of my favorite villagers. And I've decided, because one of the things that I enjoyed, or I have enjoyed doing um, while playing Animal Crossing for 11 months, pretty much every day, is making little yards and little kind of areas that I've I guess prescribed to each of my villagers, like little dioramas and almost kind of like personalities, because yes, if you've had experience with Animal Crossing before, uh, the villagers that live on your island with you, they have personalities, but they are quite, I guess, limited. So I just kind of gave them. I'm gonna climb up here and show you Punchies. Punchies. Ah, Sean, hello. So this is Punchy. I've decided that Punchy is really into UFOs. And I thought, because that, and it's hard to see, the problem with laying all this stuff out is it's hard to get to. Um, I have a lot of junk on my island, and by junk I mean like little dioramas and bits that I've made, but it makes it hard to get around sometimes. Um, and so yeah, this kind of, the satellite thing there, I reminded me of the film Contact, and so I put that there, and I decided that Punchy was going to be really into trying to make first contact with UFOs. So that's why he's got all this stuff here, including a sleeping bag. I also decided that he is very into like reclaimed furniture, and so that's why he's got this cardboard box, like furniture, like this stuff. This stuff I think is made from actual resources, and that was something I found in a balloon. But I was kind of making stuff for him based on the fish, the junk, like the rubbish that you find in the river sometimes. Gotta camp out on those shooting star nights. Yeah, exactly. Australia. Yeah, gotta get those sweet shooting stars. Yeah, so that's that's Punchy's house. But and as you can see, I have a lot of flowers on my island. I kind of went, oh, let's go inside and say hello. I went a bit gung ho with the flowers when I first started. So I guess for context, um, oh yes, he's building something. Um, hello. Let's have a look. Hello. Watch my step. Okay. What are you building? Oh, an orange hat. I already have that. It's fine. Okay. You also have so many flowers. There's so many flowers, and they just keep growing. I walk past a patch of flowers. Yes, I already do. Um, and they were sparkling, and I was like, who watered my flowers? How dare you water my flowers? I don't need this. Because every time you water them, they grow more flowers, and it's just like it just gets overrun. Um, but they're very beautiful. I guess when I first started playing this game, I didn't really have much of a concept of A, how long I would be playing it for, and B, what I was actually doing. So I kind of just like went, I'm gonna buy some lilies. and just plant them places. Um, so yeah, that's that's why there's so many flowers. Thanks, Punchy. I really like Punchy's song. I think it's called Forest Life. Currently, yeah, which is cute. The other good thing that we're going to get today is we're going to get a KK Slider is here today because there was a bug off yesterday, meaning that KK Slider comes on Sunday, not Saturday. So for context, he's a dog who plays a concert in the town hall, and you get to request a song after 6. Oh yes, I have to keep an eye on the time too. Uh, After 6, because um, you can, yeah, request a song. So maybe I'll request Forest Life. I don't think I have that one yet. But yeah, that's Punchy. I really like him. He's I guess lazy personality, but he's also UFO personality and reclaimed furniture personality. Cool. Yes, there's a reason I wanted to start here though. I want to sit on this little box here because I wanted to read. I'm gonna read. So I wanted to read some of the bits from my zine. And this one, I guess this is the first bit. This is the kind of opener that I kind of use to reflect a little bit, just on my, I guess, love or fixation, or I don't know, of just like building small things or building things. Um, I guess I'm just gonna read it, and it'll make a little bit more sense. So yeah, let me know um, if you can hear everything all good. I assume you can, but yeah. Um, so yes, this is the opening to I like to build things. I like to tear things down. When I was a kid, maybe like 7 or 8 or so, I built myself a cardboard town. I can't exactly remember why it started. Maybe it was a wet weekend, maybe it was school holidays, maybe me and my sister were driving mum crazy and all she had handy was a cereal box. Sorry, mum. I do remember how it started though. I started with a house. I cut out 4 squares for each of the 2 front windows and 3 lines for the door so it opened on a little hinge. The best part about it though, and I remember this so clearly, was the curtains. I remember showing what I'd made to my mum, expecting some casual like praise, like, oh, that's cute, or good job, or maybe her asking me, have you cleaned up the scraps yet? And for her to just kind of leave it at that. But instead, she looked at it like I remember her looking at it, properly looking at it, and she said to me, you could just cut up one of your handkerchiefs to make some curtains, which was actually a really good idea, and kind of a big deal. At least I remember it being a big deal to me. Not just because my mum was never really one to suggest that I kind of take scissors to stuff my clothes or like things that she'd bought me. It was my mum. For me, this was a big deal because it was my mum engaging with something that I'd made and helping me to make it better. And I don't think I'd really realized how important that was to me before I started actually kind of writing this down. Anyway, the curtains became my favorite part of the house, and they looked really good. They were so cool. But I think, I think that memory that I have of my mum kind of working on it with me together was partly why. So building this house kind of kicked off a new cardboard construction obsession that lasted maybe like 2 weeks. I built a milk carton clock tower and an egg carton train and a full neighborhood of these like wildly disproportionate houses. There was a house the size of like a cereal box, but then also like a tissue box, and then probably other boxes that were completely the wrong size. But it was great. I loved it. And then oh yes, and I even bought there was the toilet roll villages as well. So I made a whole bunch of toilet roll villages to go in my village, even though none of them could fit into the houses, or I guess they could ride the train. They could kind of ride the train, but that was about it. Um, yeah, so yeah, each day after school, I would go to my room and bring out all of the pieces of my reclaimed garbage world from my wardrobe and arrange each one in a new position. Sometimes I'd go, I'd sometimes I'd have a go at making up lives for my little toilet roll villages, but often I just kind of get the town out and set it all up in a new configuration, and then just go and watch cartoons until my mum told me to put everything away. Um, I think the joy for me, at least then, was just making the things. Once it was done, I didn't really know what to do except to think about what to build next. And then Mum told me that I had to like either stop or building things, or maybe just like throw some of them away because I'd filled pretty much the entire wardrobe with all of these um, cardboard town pieces. Um, so I kind of just stopped because I couldn't choose any of the pieces that I wanted to get rid of. Um, and then eventually, yeah, I couldn't throw any single piece away, and I guess I forgot about it, and then it all got thrown out eventually. But yeah, that was my like, I guess that was one of the first things that I like remembered when I was like, I want to write a zine about Animal Crossing because yeah, that kind of building. Oh yes. Oh, I went to sleep. I went to sleep. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, because it kind of helped me reflect on these strange little memories of me like wanting to build and arrange. Like I was always obsessed with building and arranging things and kind of just, setting them out and then being like, cool, that's done. Um, yeah, so that was my that's kind of the way that I like to play Animal Crossing. Um, oh, thank you, everyone. Have you seen Sean Tan's Cardboard Cities? No. I am going to look that up, though. Thank you, Alex. That's incredible. That would be extremely my jam. Kitchen tables. That's so cool. Yes, I'm definitely going to look that up. Thank you. So yeah, let's go for a little bit more of a walk now that I've read some things to you. So this is the mermaid beach that I made. And I guess this kind of shows you what I mean by like just trying to liking to set things up. This is all of the furniture that you get if you or at least some of it if you collect the pearls. Ah, that's so awesome, Bo. Yes, I didn't want to add it into my house because I already was very happy with like the furniture that I'd picked, but I wanted to do something with it because it's all so pretty. And it needs to be shown off. So I've kind of made this kind of creepy looking mermaid beach, which I will come back to because I have another little reading thingy that I wanted to do. Oh, that's okay. I don't think I have that book, but that's fine. Oh yeah, so let's wander through here. So many flowers, random climbing wall that I'm not quite sure what to do yet. Ooh, there we go. This is Fang's house, which I've decided. So I used to have Velma here, and I decided that her little yard, she was like very into like electronics and trying to like fix things for people. And then she moved out and Fang moved in. So I kind of transposed that for him. I don't like swapping out villages for my little areas, but I had lots of stuff, particularly like that big server thing. It's very expensive. So I was like, I'll leave it there. So that's kind of his vibe, which doesn't fit his house at all. Hello. Oh, what are you wearing? You've got gardening clothes on. Hello, Fang. I love the cranky villagers. Do you have a favorite type of villager? Yes. So my full favorite villager, my most favorite villager is Tasha, who is a snooty squirrel. I really like all of the squirrels. I just really like their designs. They're really beautiful. But Tasha is my favorite. She's snooty, but like I don't know. There's just something about her. She's just really, and her house is like I also have Roscoe. Yeah, Roscoe is here. He sings so much. Like, I just love how much I find him singing. He'll just be standing in the town square or like standing in the forest singing. It's the best. So yeah, I like Cranky actually. Oh, you're giving me shoes. I wasn't paying attention. Aw, thanks, Fang. That's so nice. Oh, I've got some junk in here. What did you give me? Lace up boots. Ooh, that's fun. All right. But yes, this is fair. I gave him a pinball machine and a scooter, electric scooter, which does not go with his aesthetic at all. Yeah, he sings so much. Like I was wondering if that was the case all the time or just my Roscoe, but it's good to know that that's just his vibe. He just likes to sing because I love finding. I wonder if we'll be able to. Oh, and it's nearly 6 o'clock. Okay, so that's Fang. This is my little pond. As you can see, so many flowers. This is where I kind of collected. I'm collecting some of the models that Flick has made for me, which is cool. I have my big Atlas moth up the back, which is I'm very proud of. Oh, it's hard to get around here. Again, I've got too much stuff. He loves to sing into our ocean. Oh, that's so beautiful. Such a beautiful, cranky lad. Yeah, there's my moths up here. So I've got Atlas moth and Madagascar moth, I think. I wish you could order one bottle. I know. Oh my gosh. I'm so annoyed. I saw CJ the other day and I was like, yes, finally gonna get my great white shark model because like he's finally here and I can give him my three great white sharks that I have. And then of course he just I forgot about it and now he's gone. I'm like, oh man. I want to thank Animal Crossing. Oh yeah, let's go up here. Yes. So the amount of time. So another thing that I've been enjoying recently is watching Jeopardy on Netflix, and the amount of times I give an answer that's related to a bug or a fish that I know because of Animal Crossing, like it's actually very validating. I'll like give an answer and someone will be yeah, Carl will be like, how did you know that? And I'll be like, it's Animal Crossing. I'm learning so much. So this part up here, I'm very proud of. I need to do something about this because at the moment it's just grey. But this, I decided to recreate my favourite Rollerama from when I was a kid, which I have been to since making this. And it's still exactly the same. But yes, I don't know why I decided to make this kind of weird raised island bit. Where I want it. Also, this is Zucker. Hello. Hello. I'm going to talk to you. Poor Takoyaki boy. Oh, I have talked to you today already. That's okay. Yes, love my soft serve lamp. Yes, so this is not an exact recreation, but inspired by the Caribbean Rollerama in Rowville, largely because of the gaming machines and this table here that I got, and there must have been a reason why I wanted to do this. I think I must have got something in a balloon. This is a good, I guess, segue into explaining like how I play, which is I keep picking up flowers, which is kind of popping in every now and then. At least now, at the start, obviously, I was playing a little bit more. But kind of popping in, checking my shops, saying hello to my villagers, and then just kind of having... Yeah, 6 o'clock. Oh, yes. Oh, no. That's okay. It is hit 6 o'clock. So 6 o'clock is my... It's all right. I realize I'm going a bit all over the place, but That's just my brain. And uh, I'll finish that story in a second. But 6 o'clock is my favorite time in in Animal Crossing because the 6 p.m. music is my favorite music, and the like moment in which it switches from like 5 to 6 is like the 5 o'clock music to the 6 o'clock music is just, yeah, it's just, it was a really helpful thing for me, I guess, working from home. That was like a way that I would make sure that I like marked my time, that I like switch from work Tegan to not work Tegan. So yeah, 6 o'clock is the best time in my opinion in Animal Crossing, which is why I started this thing at 5:30 so we could hear the like switch to 6. Um, yes, 3 a.m. is terrible. I've never heard it live, but a friend played it to me because she knows I hate clowns, and I hate it. I hate that music. It's like weird, uh, um, yeah, circus music. It's horrible. It's horrible. Um, Sean Giselle played that for me, so that's unsurprising. Uh, Yes, so I hate 3 a.m. music. It's bad. Yes, but I've never had to encounter it. But yeah, 6 p.m. is the best in my opinion. I'm curious if anyone who plays what's your favorite? Give me some music recs. What time should I be logging on? Oh yes, this is my. Oh, I didn't finish my. Sorry, I didn't finish my. I get excited when I stream and just like wander off. So yes, Caribbean Rollorama. I like to collect things. Yeah, I get ideas for areas largely through like stuff. Either if it's something I find in the shop, but mostly through like finding the balloons, like shooting the balloons um, down and just like getting random items through that, and then like that will if sometimes it's a lot of junk, but sometimes it will like inspire like a whole area. Like I have this like weird bug school area over here. Here we go. Yeah. This is my bug school that I made purely because I got like a school desk in a balloon, and I was like, what am I going to do with a school desk? And I ended up making this. So this is the bug school. There's also an ocean school, which is over on the other side. But yes, that's another one of my little dioramas. I'm not taking photos. Yeah. A lot of my photo taking happens like from 6 to 8, I think, because that's the good photo taking time. It's like the nice kind of dusky time. My villager Clay would love to attend your bug school. Ooh, what is Clay? Who is Clay? I see, this is the wild thing. Like, I feel like I've met so many villagers, and then I like go through the app and I see who's there, and I'm like, I haven't even scratched the surface. There's so many people I don't know about. So yes, that's bug school. This is my market. I love my market. This is just stuff. Ray, hello! Clay is a lazy hamster and he's obsessed with bugs. Yes! New Leaf boys. Oh, cool. That's great. So yes, I'm just running up and down. This is my market. I love it so much. I also made, so I've just, got little stalls, little food bits. That's a bonsai for some reason. Oh yeah, there's my duck. And like random toy things, Clay. I've got painting stall, plants, like weird stuff you find like at like the Camberwell market. And then books. It's my books. Yeah, I love my market. And also my little like, I made this like community little, I guess, crafty area. So it's got like a sewing machine and the weaving thing. Another thing that I just found in a balloon. I'm like, I'm gonna put it here. And I've got another great toolbox thing here too. So yeah, I love it. I love this area. Luchador hamster. What? Animal Crossing series. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. I'm so excited to. Yeah, please. Yeah, for people who play, please put all of your stuff in. Like, who are your favorite villagers? Who are your favorite, like, um, songs? Yeah, maybe I'll get a request for us to give KK a bit later. But I wanted to, maybe let's go back up here. Because I wanted to do a little reedy thingy. Oh, this is Lily's house. Love Lily. It's a little picnic. She got little games. I feel kind of bad because I haven't really given Lily, I've just given her a kind of like a sweet, gentle, hello, a sweet, gentle kind of yard. I haven't really given her much of a personality in the way that I have the others, but that's okay. I love her dearly. She's one of the first villagers I ever got. I went to get Daisy. Oh, that's so lovely, Sean. Daisy's gorgeous. I've yet to have a dog yet. I would really like to invite a dog. I've had a couple of cats. I love to have a puppy. Hello, Lily. Yes, I was out burying money yesterday. She's a nice normal villager, so she's always very sweet. But yeah, I'm a bit sad because she was one of my first ones, so her room doesn't upgrade to her actual room, which is a bit sad. But that's okay. Yeah, Lily's the best. She's one of the ones where I'm like, if they want to leave, I'm like, please, please don't. Please don't. I was burying money, Thomas. Yes, yes. There's these like every day you can dig up 1,000 bells, and if you bury it again, it like turns it into a money tree. So, oh, you both have Nan and Chevrolet. Goat villages are like actually, yeah, goat villages I think I like even more than squirrel villages. I love the goats, and I think I met Chevrolet at your island, Shan, and I've been obsessed with her ever since. Nan too, so cute. I'm gonna, yeah, maybe just start with a tenner, Thomas, and see how you go. All right, yes, I was going back this way. So I wanted to, let's go up here. So I wanted to go. Ah, this is Opal. We're meeting everyone. This is Opal, who I also love. Opal is another snooty villager. She is very cute. She's got great eyeshadow. I was drawn most to her eyeshadow and her lovely little tie crop top that she's got, which I think is very cute. This log stool is so, yes, it does. It's because I put it there. So yes, I've decided, and yeah, Opal is like, Opal is very into astrology and astronomy. This is her little, she's got her moon chair, she's got a fortune telling set. She's very like, yeah, she's extremely zines. Yeah, she's very much like cool astrology hipster type situation. Very zines. Very much so. And I say that with no like judgment because that is pretty much me. I've just given Opal part of my own personality. But she's very cute. I wanted to come over here because this is the haunted playground, which is, there's no real reason for it to be haunted. Oh yeah, that's my circle of bears, which again I found just in balloons, and I put them all there because I thought it was kind of creepy. But yes, this is my haunted playground, which is, oops, which I made because I don't know why I made this. I like making weird areas where it looks like there should be someone there, but there isn't. So yeah, I wanted to. So yeah, there's 3 areas that I kind of wrote these little, I guess. I don't know. I was trying to make them. I was trying to make them like almost like Animal Crossing, like spooky, like gothic, like Animal Crossing gothic, like spooky stories. For these little areas that I set up, but I kind of just made them like sad. They just turned out a little bit sad. So I'm going to read this one because I do quite like it. But it's just, yeah, it all came out a little bit sadder than I was expecting. I don't know. I'm not, you know, maybe there's stuff I'm going through that I haven't quite processed yet. But, yeah, nighttime walk. Yeah, very much. Yeah, very much. Yeah, I kind of modeled it, I guess, of like, yeah, playgrounds or basketball courts at night where you just kind of, you know, you go because if you're a teen, because you don't really have anywhere else to go and hang out. At least that was my kind of suburban experience. So yeah, that's a good description. The line between spooky and sad can be quite thin. Yes, that is true. All right, well, I'm going to read my sad story. I'm going to read my sad story and see what you make of it. Here we go. So it's just called the Haunted Playground. And it's not quite night yet, but that's okay. So at night, just after it gets dark, you like to visit the haunted playground. During the day, it's just a part of the island you have to pass through to get to the shops. But at night, you like to come here and sit and listen for ghosts. To be honest, you're not really sure if the playground is actually haunted. You just call it that because no one else really comes here except for you. There's another playground with a climbing gym and the bright green and pink and blue flowers right near the town square. Everyone likes to hang out there, even the cranky old horse, Roscoe, that lives nearby. Sometimes you'll see him near the slide singing. You feel like the haunted playground would suit him better aesthetically, but you know, he's his own horse. He can do what he wants. You've never seen a ghost up here, although not for lack of trying. Not even that sweet, anxious ghost that you keep running into late at night. He prefers to hang out in the campground or sometimes by the beach. No one calls it the haunted campground, though. No one calls it the haunted campground, though, and you guess he's not really haunting. He's just kind of hanging out. But there's just something about this place that feels haunted, you know? Maybe it's the rockets. No, if it were the haunted rockets, which I realise I've taken out since then, but that's fine. These rockets still have paint on them that's so shiny the moonlight bounces right off. Is it the well, perhaps? Yes, wells are traditionally very spooky, and who knows what's at the bottom of this one. So there's a well over here. Let's go and look at the well. There's the well, spooky well. You did try to set up a tape player to record any strange sounds that might have risen to the surface, but all you got was the wind and footsteps and the occasional basketball bounce. Tonight, though, you are still sitting on the garden bench. It is another windy night, and you can hear the flowers rustling, but not much else. You wonder that if you had planted less flowers, it would be easier to pick up on the spirits. You worry that the orange roses you planted are too cheerful for a place that is supposed to be haunted, that they're somehow putting the spirits off. You are definitely overthinking things. Why are you so determined to see things that just aren't there? Why can't you just let a pair of shoes be a pair of shoes or a well be a well and just leave it at that? You're just about to give up and go home when you hear it. A new sound, a wobbly sound, not a flower tree, not a flower or a tree or a basketball. Or, yes. On instinct, you stand up to investigate. Cross the court and try not to get your hopes up. But it's nothing. Just another empty clearing of flowers and trees. You sigh. A cicada hums, and this island is just too loud sometimes. You think it might be time to give up and go home after all. Yeah. That's a little... Was there a little cicada scream? Yay! I mean, it's hard because I can't actually hear what's going on. Little cicada scream. I love the cicadas in summertime. But yeah, that's my little sad story about this area. But yeah, it's kind of... I really like it. Oh, thanks, Sean. Yeah. That's the thing about... Oh, thank you. That's the thing about what I've been noticing playing this game. A lot of the stuff for me sits up in here. So I'll make things and then kind of just like spirals off into this kind of huge, like all of this lore that I need to put somewhere, which is why I've decided to make this theme partly. So that's some of the stuff that you'll get if you end up getting a copy. So yeah, that's the Haunted Playground. Where else shall we go? Actually, let's go. I haven't actually shown you my house. Let's go to the house. Emergent storytelling. Yeah. It's kind of like... I went to this wonderful workshop that was run by a poet called Shastra Deo. About like... I forget what it was called, but it was all about like... using popular cultural like things, other media to inspire you to like, inspire your writing and like, ways to like fan fiction and that kind of stuff. Because they do a lot of like fan fiction, but it's like poetry and it's just inspired by like these kind of really big pop culture things, but they're just really in really kind of subtle and beautiful ways, and that kind of really kind of changed what I thought about, like how I thought about using the stuff that I love to inspire like my writing and work and that kind of stuff. So that's kind of, I think, perhaps a little bit what's happened here. Inspired by Majima. Yes, they are very inspired by Goro Majima from Yakuza, which I think is great. They've written lots of wonderful poems. But yes, very good, very, very good poet and writer. And I'm forever indebted to them for running that workshop, which was Persona themed, by the way. So already like, so much game stuff happening. But yes, this is my house. Let's go inside my house. This is my front room. I love this room. I kept the bed here because, yeah, this was obviously the first room that you get, and it was the first room I kind of designed, and so I kind of like kept some of the stuff, kept the original vibe, which was essentially like living room and bedroom and study, all that kind of stuff. Yes, I do. Yeah, I do have a cat, which is weird because, Punchy is a cat, but like I have a cat toy and cat food. There's, an interesting line. That could have been another weird, spooky story that I could have expanded on. Why I have cat things despite also having cat villages. And the kind of weird line that you have to walk with that one. But yeah, I like it. It's real cozy. It's very pink. No, it's not for punchy. Although I guess it could be. It's just the scale, man. The scale throws me off. Yeah, that's my living room. This is my kitchen, which I like a lot. So this is a thing, and I'm not sure you've probably noticed this, but I just can't, but like in terms of like, and look, I don't know heaps about game design, but I know some stuff, and like just the fact that you can put the fan here and it like it blows my hair, and then it like blows the fan, like, and the plant like moves around. Like I think that's wild. Like to like have objects interact with other objects so in such like beautiful detail in that way. I don't know. I remember putting my fan there and then turning it on and being like, what? For like 5 minutes. I just think that's very cool. So, oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that hair. Look at it. It's just perfect. So good. So good. Whoever programmed the like airflow in this game, I hats off to you. I'm so impressed. Oh, cool. Yep, gaming. I'm gonna look that up. Yes, gaming. Yeah. Why put on a fan in my own house when I can stand here and enjoy it in this house? Yeah, I know. It's just like you would not like I would not be sad. Like I would not be like, you know what? I really want the airflow. I want it to be. I want the fan to affect the plant, but just the fact that it does, just yeah. Shout out to the air programmer. Yeah, heaps of respect. Very very impressed. So that's my kitchen. And then let's go upstairs because that's probably, actually no, let's go here into my shed. So this is my like, oh, let's turn the light off. Yeah. Oh, it is off. Oh, it's because it's the daytime. This is my spooky shed where I cast all of my spells / do some alchemy / science, I guess. Yeah. And then sit here, summon some spirits. Yeah. I love my magic circle rug was a gift from a friend. And I love it. I love it. Who had played a lot more than me, and I love it. I've got my tools in here for some reason, I guess for more, you know, hardcore spell spell casting. All the teal and pink together is giving me career Barbie vibes. I will take it. That sounds good. Yeah. Oh, nice. Did you give it to Roscoe? That's so cool. Yeah, I need to give them more stuff. So yeah, I love my shed. My spell shed. Yeah, it was this room and then the bathroom, which has got serious mermaid vibes happening. Not all the mermaid furniture, but I got mermaid wall and wet floor. And so now that's the bathroom. And like, oh, look at it. So cool. Like sweet jacuzzi situation. So this is the bathroom. I have room in my house for Roscoe Shrine. Oh, Alex. I love that. I love that. That's so creepy. I love it. I love the idea of building a shrine to a villager in your house. Hope maybe one day I can come and visit your Roscoe Shrine. I would love to pay tribute to my favorite horse. Um, I know, right? I just look at this jacuzzi situation. Little lie down. Six photos. How did you get six photos? Do they keep giving you photos? I only thought they gave you one photo. That's wild. But yes, I love. Also, I realized that you can, when you walk around. Oh, cool. It makes a splashy sound, which is nice. Splashy, splashy sound. Um, but yeah, my little nail set, and I think I'm gonna. I made a little. Hang on, let's. I don't really use the clothing ones to change my clothes much because it means that I can't like use them for different outfits. Um, but I thought it would be fun. Let's put my Halloween outfit on, which was just like my little monster outfit with wings. It's very good. Oh, whoops. I did not want to do that. To put my bug wand away. Oh, this one? It's alright, I'll do it in a sec. I never play not handheld, so all of this is a bit. Oh, I want to put it away. We share an island. Oh, cool. Man, I just thought we had to stop at one, you know? Alright, I'm gonna change my hair color. Let's make some blue hair. Yes. Yes, this is my favorite Halloween outfit. Cool. Alright. Oh, upstairs. We'll go upstairs and then downstairs. And then I've got my little sad story for downstairs. For my basement. But this is my, I guess, like, I don't know quite sure what this room is. I guess it's like, I've got some like toys, things that I got at Christmas up here, which I like. I've got my portraits of some of my faves. Yeah, it's very sleepover party, isn't it? I've got some toys. I've got my I've got my pinball machine and my arcade game. I feel like it's like what I would want my house to be, like what I thought my house was going to be as a adult when I was like 13. Just like, cool stereo, like pinball machine, game machines, like moon chair. Like this is manga um, wallpaper. Yeah, I kind of still want it now. It's very fun. And I've got my like loft bed, which I did have at one point as a teen. So yeah, I love this room. This room is good. It's my like aspirational room. I feel like, some sort of like hectic loft apartment situation. But yeah, I like it up here. I love these moon chairs. They're very good to sit in. These look very cute. I look very cute sitting on it. Oh yeah, and I have a TV up there too. So that's that room. And then the last one. So this is the basement, which got a little weird because I got this wallpaper, which is like surveillance camera wallpaper. And yeah, so I was like, that's creepy. I don't really know what to do with that, but I'm gonna put it in the basement. And then have since acquired like all of these electronic stuff. I got a computer. I got like telephones on safes for some reason. It kind of looks like I'm trying to crack some sort of like code thing. Um, yeah, it got a bit weird. Building all of this stuff down here, but I don't know. Sometimes that just happens when you're like, creating all of these like diorama type things. It kind of almost reminds me of like weird um areas that you would make like in The Sims or whatever, um, for your Sims. So that's kind of like my spooky. I thought maybe it was like I was trying to crack some sort of like musical musical code, which is like how I got. So I wrote this like other little creepy story about it. Um, yeah, kind of. I guess music-based cryptography. Yeah, there's like messages in the music. Um, but yeah, I that's that one. So I want to read one more sad, weird story that I wrote, and then I think we'll like um go up and I'll finish the little tour. So where did I? Oh yeah, basement's over here. Yeah, okay. So this one's pretty sad, but it's okay. It doesn't end so badly. So this one is I think I've just called it the basement. So late in the evenings, you've been spending your time trying to capture a song. It is a song that, when you hear it, makes you feel sure and safe, like you are being hugged by sound and given permission to let the things that are weighing on you go. It wafts in like balloons from the ocean at exactly 6 p.m. every day for exactly an hour, and then it's gone. But you want to feel that way for longer than an hour. You're trying to capture it so that when you really need it, it will be there. You've been trying for months now to get the song down on any kind of recording device. Tape players, video cameras, laptops, weird electrical equipment that you've tried to Frankenstein together. But nothing seems to work. The tapes are full of sounds, and sometimes music, your neighbors singing or playing their own music, but it's never what you're looking for. You've tried to re-record it yourself from memory, borrowing instruments from your neighbors, but you can never get it right. You can try your best to match the sounds, but the feelings, they're just not there. The song sounds good, even great, but it is hollow. You ask your neighbors if they could hear it too. They all say no, they have no idea what you're talking about. You're not so sure that they're telling the truth though. After all of your experiments have failed, you work on figuring out how to get into Tom Nook's surveillance system. This gets a little bit weird. Um, Tom Nook's surveillance system. Once you figured that out, you spend a lot of time watching, trying to catch glimpses of them, acknowledging that they heard what you heard. You know that it's unhealthy, that it's creepy as hell, but you don't know what else to do. You realize sitting on that couch, surrounded by all of your tech and your half empty mugs of tea, that you're actually incredibly lonely. Turns out that moving to an island and to start a newer, quieter life was, surprise, surprise, a little bit more isolating than you expected. Perhaps this is why you were fixating on all of these things that don't actually seem to matter the more that you think about it, waiting for mermaids and ghosts that never show up. Neighbors come, but they leave just as quickly. It takes time, and a common goal it's sometimes for you to open up to others. It is hard. It is a hard thing for you to realize sitting alone in your basement, but at least you can see it clearly now in the laptop screen light. You can box it up with a bow, tie a balloon to it, and send it out to sea. You never figure out what the song is coming from, where the song is coming from, but that's okay. You shut off the cameras and recording equipment. You realize that you have collected a lot of cool sounds over the months from all over the islands now. Perhaps Audie, who's my little fox, uh, Fox who is a DJ, perhaps Audie could do something with them. You know she's been making a lot of weird experimental music recently. Maybe you could try and work on something together. So that's my little sad creepy story about the basement. Yeah, oh, I like it when the lights are off. So yeah, that's another, I guess, yeah, I just really like the way that the game just by like giving me random objects like inspires, kind of weird things to unfold and, work themselves out. So yeah, that's my house. I'm very proud of it. That reminded me of Mutazione. Mutazione, that's one of my favorite games ever. Sean, we have to talk about it at some point because I replayed it just recently. The fact that that reminded you of that means a lot to me because I love that game so much. It's one of my favorite written pieces of media. Um, it's so good. So, thank you. I guess yeah, because the music too. It's a music-based game. Matthew, I think you would really like that game too. Um, it's just so good. Oh, thanks for all of the lovely hearts. Oh, that's a great rainbow heart. Um, Thomas. Yeah, yeah, I think you would really like it. It's good story, good. The music. I just listened to like a four-part podcast on like how the music was constructed in that game. It is wild. It is truly wild what they were like programmed to make it do. It's just yeah, very smart, very cool. Um, all right, I want to go. Let's go down here. Yeah, I think it was Duncan recommended it to me when I was doing that kind of Mutazione. Um, hello, Opal. Um, stream. Yeah, it was. I'm sorry, I listened to all of it. It's so good. I know. It was. Yeah, the Riot Girl music. You can listen to the. I think the composer put all of the music up like as an album on Bandcamp, so you can listen to it. So you can listen to like the Riot Girl tracks. Um, uh, which is really cool. And I kind of love that he essentially created a band. I love like fictional. I love when people in games make bands or like shows make like fictional bands. Like I love, yeah, I love that. I love the fictional band from like Kentucky Route Zero that they've like put real music out with, like just that kind of blending of like, and they like perform as the characters. I love the blending of like reality and storytelling in universe art. Yeah. This one. Yes, Thomas. Yes, exactly. That's it. Yep. Give it a listen. It's very, very cool. And yeah, just like the way that they programmed it. So there's like the soundtrack, but there's also these gardens in the game that become these like ways that you like plant plants and the plants make sounds and they kind of create this kind of they like compose music essentially because they like react to each other. It's just so cool. And like different gardens have different moods and the moods are like dictated by like different musical keys. It's just so cool. um, yeah, it's such a good game. Ooh, I'll have to look for that. Favorite fictional bands. Yeah. But yeah, Mutazione. Wonderful game. You can play it on PC, I think. Yes, you can play it on PC. And yeah, it's a tight story. And it's pretty short too. Like it's a good, solid, tight game. Love it. This is the other playground that I made that was mentioned in the Haunted Playground story. This was the first one that I made. This is Roscoe. I need to figure out what his area is because at the moment I kind of just have these here that grew that kind of look a little bit like a cornfield. Um, and he's got washing. I guess I've got a little like, I've got this like boxing ring thing here. So I was like, maybe gonna think, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with that, if that's gonna be something for him. But yeah, I'm still figuring out what his vibe is, but I want to give it time. I don't want to just give him anything because I love him. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like he could be like a wrestler. I feel like he could be, he would either be really into wrestling, I feel like, or perhaps, yeah, maybe he's like secret wrestler. With hamster wrestler. Yeah, and there's a bird, I think that there's a bird wrestler too. I think I met the bird wrestler at my campsite. But I can't remember what his name is. I'm gonna have to look up hamster wrestler. Clay. No, not Clay. One of the other. Jitters is definitely a jock bird. Yeah, I think that's why I didn't invite him, because I don't really like the jocks very much. They're fine. They're just a bit one note, you know. They're always asking me about my abs and stuff, and I'm like, mate, I don't care. This is Tasha's area. Oh, Tasha's home. Okay, let's go inside because I need to show you Tasha's house. I've kind of messed it up a little bit by giving her things, but this is one of the many reasons why I love Tasha. So this is Tasha's house. And to me, the first thing I thought of when I walked into Tasha's house was, this reminds me of the like late 90s, like Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt adaptation of Interview with the Vampire. I think it's the cityscape. Like there's a cityscape at the start of the movie. I don't know, man. It's just something. It's the rose bed. It's the vibe. It's just a vibe, you know. Alex Gabriel. Oh, cool. Yeah. I feel like Roscoe would definitely like, yeah, love this bed. This just came with Tasha's house. So this is, I love her for this reason. She's wearing her workout clothes now, which is a bit disappointing, but that's okay. I love her so much. She's got such a good energy, and she's just really cute. I love her characterization. I love her, like, look at her winged eyeliner and her great fringe. I love her. I know, when I was trying to take photos for the zine with my like villagers, I was like looking for like good places to take photo if they were doing things, and I'd be like, yeah, we can take a photo together, and they would always be wearing their bloody workout clothes, and I'm like, no, where's your cute crop top? Where's the shirt that I gave you that I think looks really cute on you? But yeah, she's working out, which is not fun, but I'm glad you got to see her house because I think it's wonderful. I love it so much. The crow, yeah. Yeah, like that's the energy. Yeah, exactly, that era of cinema. Where you get the rain wallpaper. That came with her house, but um I reckon, yeah, I got it from Sahara. Like I've got a thing of that. Hello. I've got a thing of that wallpaper. But I got it from Sahara, the camel that you can buy wallpaper from. My villagers wear a shirt that says Shan on them because oh my gosh, that's so cool. Oh, I love it. I love it. Is that a website? If you're talking about the thing in my name, then yeah, it's for a zine fair, an online zine fair. So, if you go to that URL, you can go and look at some self-published zines, which is very cool. Yeah, so that's Tasha's house. think that's pretty much. I think have we missed anyone? Who haven't we seen apart from? We haven't seen Goose, but Goose is my like OG jock villager. I should give him some love. I can't be mean to any of my villagers, but he's not my favorite. And I think Maggie's around somewhere. Yeah, Maggie, love Maggie. Maggie's area, I kind of made her like, she's like a painter, like sculptor, like works with her hands, artist kind of dealy. Is she home? She wasn't home before. No, she's still not home. Yeah, so she's got some clay, she's got some painting. Oh, yes, Roscoe. Oh, I walked past, did I walk past him? No. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I am very proud of it. I'm very proud of it. It's taken me. Ah, there's Maggie. Yay. All right. Maybe we should request a song because Maggie and Audie are there because we haven't said hello to either of them. Audie is a great fox villager. She's peppy, which I do like, but I think I can only have one peppy villager at a time because they're just a lot of energy. Um, shall I request? Who's got a request? What should I request for KK to play? Because otherwise I might ask for Forest Life. But I want if you got a song that you want to hear, please let me know. Maybe I'll do Forest Life. Yeah. Let's do Forest Life. Aw, thanks, KK. I am in the mood for a tune. I have to make sure I spell it right. I love KK so much. Give me that one song. It does mean you're all going to have to sit through the credits for the game. Maybe we can see if we can. I wonder who did give a shout out to all the wonderful environment programmers. Alright, now I have to spell this extremely correctly. This stresses me out. Because it's like case sensitive and like when there's the songs that are like KK something, you have to like make sure you put the dots in the right spot. Oh my god, it's very stressful. Forest Life. K. I know. Forest Life. Okay. Oh god, and I can't see. Ooh. I don't have KK Condor. Maybe I should do that one. No, I'm a bit stressed out about having to type out KK. So I'm gonna do Forest Life just because I don't think I can mess it up. Let's see. Copper seat. All right, here we go. So if this is your first experience of a KK Slider gig, strap yourselves in. It's no plastic Rupert, but it's pretty good. Set time 6 p.m. till I think it's midnight. I think is KK Slider's set time. All right. And so I can't hear it, so you're gonna have to. I'll have to pretend like I'm I think it's a slow one. I love how they dance. I feel like it's like 12 a.m. to 6 p.m. is doors because he's like in he's in on the island, but then 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. is gig starts. It's like a punishing schedule. Yeah, I like Forest Life. He is. He comes every week. And I assume he's got to get around to all the other islands. Oh my god, can you imagine? Yes, KK for the next Tiny Desk concert. Let's get in touch with NPR. Yay! Right on, man. Oh, was it? Forest Life? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, I got my slingshot out for some reason. That's really cool. I confess that this is the first Animal Crossing game I've played, so what outfit? Oh, I love this outfit. Sunsmart. So there is stuff like I had no idea about the like you can see them in little construction things, a little hat, and they move around. Used to be able to collect them. That was a terrible description. I think you might. Yeah, that's it. Gyroids? Yeah, I just didn't know anything about them. Until people were like, they're not in the game. Oops. Let's get rid of that. All right. Can play each old theme. Oh, I love that. I'm gonna collect all of the old themes. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know. See, all this cool lore. I do have I have a DS in my desk. So I think I would like to play New Leaf at some point. Yeah, I've got Forest Life. I can register it. Awesome. Okay, I think that's most of my island, but I wanna. Yeah, sorry. That was not part of. There was not a Windows remix. Oh yeah, there's a pool. Oh yeah, this is my campground. The aforementioned not haunted campground. I wanted to climb up here because this is where I wanted to read the last part of my zine. This is where I put all of the flowers that I were like didn't work in my oh, and I've got a pumpkin patch here too. That were like not in my my configurations of flowers, but I didn't want to get rid of them just yet. So This is, I guess, my like flower. What would you call it? Flower. I don't want to call it flower dumping ground. Like field. I also put. I also tried to make it like a nice, you know, renewable energy field. It's got some solar panels. Got a couple of wind turbines. No wind. Um, yes, it is important to distinguish between non-haunted and haunted. Campground, not haunted. Playground, potentially haunted. Um, but yeah, this is my flower field. So it's quite pretty, even though it's just, yeah, literally all of the flowers. I'm like, I might use this one day. I don't do it anymore now, I just sell them, but it's good to have. But I wanted to sit here. There we go. I wanted to sit here and read the last part, or at least the, I guess, most perzine part of my zine. Yeah, and I think I might do that to kind of close out the launch, I guess. But thank you all so much for hanging out. This was so lovely. It was so nice to see all of you, players and not players, and friends, and you know, future friends and all that stuff. It's just, yeah, this has been exactly what I imagined would want to have like this. So thank you so much. Thanks guys. I just wanted to share, you know, why I love this game so much. And yeah, so thank you for being such a lovely, generous audience and hanging out with me. So I'm going to read this last part, and yeah, and you're almost welcome, if you do play, you're most welcome to come and visit. I will post I'll figure out how to get maybe I can put a dream code in the chat. I'll figure out a way to get you over here at some point. But yes, thank you, and I would love to see your islands at some point as well too. But where is? Oh yeah, it's on here. It's not. Here we go. So this is also where you get to learn about. I think I may have told some of you already why I called the my island Helena, but now you'll find out. Cool. All right. So on the day that Animal Crossing New Horizons came out, I was supposed to be at Download Festival. At 31 years of age, I had shelled out a lot of actual human money for a ticket because I had wanted to see My Chemical Romance play for the first time in, I think, over a decade. I was really excited, like way more excited than I probably should have been, about an emo band that I loved as a teen. Turns out I still love them as an adult, but that's another story for another zine. Anyway, we should know, we know how this part of the story plays out. Download Festival got cancelled along with everything else in 2020 and beyond. I suddenly had an empty Friday and was feeling pretty emo about it. I knew I was going to get the game, so I thought, I'll just get it today. I can just download it and start playing it in like 2 hours. I guess in a weird way, it was kind of almost like lockdown in that I kind of had no real concept of what I was in for or how long it would kind of stick around. So I named my island Helena after the My Chemical Romance song Helena. I had originally wanted to call it the Black Parade after the My Chemical Romance song Welcome to the Black Parade, but that was too many characters. I also wanted to try and make my island kind of, I guess, emo themed to match the name, but I soon found that idea was way too restrictive. Although the outfit, I do have an outfit that I have called emo, which I really like. There were just so many cute miniature items and outfits to buy. Having never played an Animal Crossing game before, I made a lot of mistakes starting out, like putting my house in a really awkward spot and then realizing that I couldn't just move it when I wanted to. without paying up bells to Mr. Nook. Um, what else did I do? Oh yeah, I invited every village, like the first 3 villagers that I met when exploring, to come to my island, because I didn't realize that I could just hold out for other ones. And I planted, as you can see, I planted way too many flowers, like way too many flowers. But I did find my groove eventually. Um, and I guess for like all of my efforts to, or at least my interest in like smaller games, and thing like more contained, I guess, forms of games, there is something very cool, at least in this instance, about this period of time when this kind of big new game came out and everyone was playing it and kind of sharing screenshots and talking about it online, and you just get to be part of that kind of growing, unfolding conversation in a time that probably won't ever exist again. Um, so for the first few weeks, I was playing Animal Crossing for probably a good few hours a day, but to be honest, in the back of my head, I was already kind of anticipating losing interest. I know myself well enough to know that my attention span is just not great. So I don't know. I'm not sure if I hadn't started playing during a global pandemic, and Melbourne hadn't gone into lockdown for all of those months, I didn't have to work from home, basically on and off for 6 months. Then who knows? I might have given up on it in May, but that's obviously not the world that we live in. In the world that we live in, I found myself relying on Animal Crossing in a number of ways that I hadn't anticipated, like using it to make sure I remembered to take my lunch break, and clocking off after I stopped getting paid, like at 6 o'clock. um, yeah, so that I could catch the 6 p.m. music, my favorite music. Being able to visit the islands of friends that I could no longer see in person, and giving us something to talk about and focus on that wasn't lockdown, because we just couldn't talk about lockdown anymore. Or having something to do, even just having something to do with my hands while showing up to, like, endless Zoom meetings and calls and kind of social events. I just, needed something to do, because I just couldn't I just couldn't look at my own face on a screen anymore. So having it there, just like pottering around and digging up flowers and talking to my villagers, it kind of got me through all of that intense online interaction, I guess. Um, so it was. So I guess it was a form of escapism, I suppose, in a way, but it kind of helped me, I think, in other ways through this kind of very interesting kind of period of time. Very, that in ways that I don't think I don't think I've quite processed all of it yet. But I guess, today playing Animal Crossing is kind of cemented into my routine, as like checking my email is, or like brushing my teeth. And if it were any other game, I would probably be a little bit worried. I love games. I love them so much, and they've allowed me to express myself and to like figure myself out and have like, you have influenced the way that I like create things, probably more than any other media. But I'm also aware of the ways that they can make me almost compulsively avoidant, particularly in times of high stress. I still can't pick up Hades again yet for this reason, which makes me sad because it's such a cool game. But the way I was using it in a particularly stressful period of time has meant that I don't want to touch that again for a while, which makes me sad, but that's how it is. I don't know. It's like a tricky thing to untangle. But what I do know is that during this time of incredibly high stress and uncertainty, Animal Crossing And yeah, I wonder, I imagine, uh, yeah, it may be the same for some of you too. Um, yeah, it was probably one of the things that got me through, and probably one of the healthiest and most supportive relationships with a game that I've like ever had. Like I play it almost every day, but I never play it all day. There's just not enough for me to want to do, and I refuse to time travel unless it's for an event that I've had to miss for being, um, yeah. So I don't even play the stock market because I don't get it, and I don't want. If I'm gonna learn the stock market, I might as well learn the stock market. um, yeah, I just show up and say hello to my friends and check my shops and then go for a walk and maybe do a bit of fishing, clear away any flowers if it's rained, and then yeah, that's it. Um, so sometimes a new idea for a project will literally come back. Sometimes yeah, the idea for a project will literally just kind of drop from the sky like a gift box. But I'm pretty happy to just like wander around until that happens. So yeah, I'm glad I named my island Helena. If I'd had enough characters to call it the Black Parade, and then have to stick with it, I would be pretty embarrassed. And sometimes I get a bit of every now and then I'll get well, at least I used to, not so much anymore, but I used to get a little bit like shy about my island when I'd kind of look at, you know, other things that other people were doing online. Because, sometimes in comparison, it can feel quite simple, or I still don't really understand how to use custom designs. um, but yeah, just so many goddamn flowers. But I don't know. I think it's kind of how I used to feel. If I'm going to draw a parallel, it's kind of how I used to feel about my writing until I started making zines, and kind of through that learned just to really enjoy the process of sitting down and making something and letting that inform how I feel when I look at what I've made. Um, so yeah, it sounds kind of, I guess, try it to say out loud, but I don't know. I'm really proud of this scene, and um, because yeah, I'm proud of it because 1 week ago it didn't exist, and now I can hold it in my hands like this. Um, Even though there's like bits that are cut off and by the photocopier and that kind of stuff. Um, but yeah, I think that's kind of how I've come to feel about my island as well. It's kind of it's not perfect, but um, yeah, I built it and I'm really proud of it. So yeah, yay, that's it. Zine launched. Woo! Thank you for coming. I yeah, I'm very very pleased and yeah, happy and yeah, really really yeah, just nice feelings, really good feelings. I did it. Yay, thank you, Alex. Um yeah, so yeah, that's it. That's the zine. Um yeah, if you'd like one, I do trades as well. I love trades. So I know lots of you here are zine makers. So if you'd like to trade, love to trade with you. But yeah, that's that's it. That's the Z launch. Happy Festival of the Photocopier, everyone. I'm just gonna run around in a circle. Actually, I'm gonna I'm gonna use one of those hilarious, wonderful Cannes Festival reactions. Oh, I can't see it because I'm gonna move myself down a bit. Hang on. Here we go. Yay! Ah, very good. It's launched. Yay! Yeah, Bo. Yes. So long and good night, everyone. Yes. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. You're all wonderful. And yeah, I will see you hopefully either in person or on the internet very soon. But yeah, thanks everyone. I yeah, thanks a lot. Happy zine time.